Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day. My beginning will be as bright as the sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so bright, it's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart, doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give, something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now I know. Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give, something's telling me it's right. When you came to me, oh I knew it's you, yeah, boy.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? All right. Yes. Thank you guys for coming on in the building. I'm making notes. Somebody just sent me a note. Thank you guys for coming on in. I'm sorry I would have put out a reminder a little bit early, but you know, your girl been busy. I really been busy. So we are also live on Petition right now, and we're live on YouTube. So make yourself at home. We're going to talk about the new detailed information that came out on the KIELY Rodni case. Now we know that she came up missing, you guys. Let me give you a little recap, and then we're going to get off into it, because if you know, if some of the people come in, they may not know. And so we're going to just share. August the 6th, they had this big party for people that was graduating, that had graduated a little bit early. Even though that Kylie was 16, she graduated early. Okay. So the thing about the whole situation is she went to this party. 16, she graduated early. She went to this party on Friday. That would have been Friday, would have been what? August the let's see real quick. That would have been August the 5th. She went to the party on August the 5th. Please, if you guys are taking notes, you're probably going to want to take notes on this because little things are slipping out, and some people are getting upset and mad and frustrated. And so we definitely want you guys to know the details. They had the party on Friday, August the 5th. Okay. She last time she called her mother was at 12:33. She actually texted her mom and said, "Hey, I'm on my way home. I'll be there within the next 15 minutes." And that was the end of Kylie. No one else has seen her or heard from her or whatever. So we thought she did make it home on the 6th that morning. Her mother checked with her husband and said, "Hey, our daughter didn't come home. Did she check in with you?" And he was like, "Nope." "Did she check in with you?" "Nope." So they went looking for Kylie on the 6th. They got in touch with her friends and they went looking for her, knowing that she went to this party and everything. Okay, you guys? Anywho, so let me tell you what's done happened. So there was a search team that went out. They have a YouTube channel. Their name is Adventure with Purpose. They've been doing some incredible things out there, you guys. So when you guys think that, oh, you're just a YouTuber, oh, you can't do anything, ooh, whatever, making fun of people and stuff, let me tell you something. There's people that's out there doing things, and whether they're trying to do something, you should give credit where credit is due. So they've been finding people all over the place. They found a boy last month. They've been finding at least almost 2 people a month. So evidently they're doing something right. So 2 weeks after Kylie came up missing on August the 6th, Adventure with Purpose went out because she's off into the California area, right at the borderline of Nevada and California, okay? So they said, well, we'll come and help. Take a look. So they go out there, and a lot of the detailed things happen that we didn't know at the beginning is now surfacing to the top. I always tell you guys, wait till all the information come out before you start just throwing things out there, because this is somebody's child. And nobody wants to, because we're all looking on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Snapchat and Kosha and Twitter. We're looking at everything that everybody say, do, and did, and know. That's the whole thing about social media. It all ties in together. So anyway, they go out there 2 weeks later, the 20th, the 21st, and they look and they find her. Now, here's a couple of information that you guys didn't know. They first was like, they found her in the 20 minutes, 30 minutes. No. That is not true. What had happened was, if you got to go and watch all their video, all the coverage, and find out that they were there, they didn't find her the first day. Okay? They were in Boko Lake, where she was last seen. So we didn't know why they were in Boko Lake looking for her. Well, remember, they said they were looking because they had a little tip that said that her last place was Boko Lake. Right, you guys? So anyway, this guy that they was filming, but they didn't show us this filming that they had filmed, had when they were out getting supply at Best Buy. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you for the super chat. When they were at Best Buy getting supply, this guy came up to him and said, hey, I watch you guys all the time. I know something about that case. Let me tell you. And it was like, hey, okay, let's roll the film. What's going on? He said, I got a call that there was a car stranded. I didn't know at the time it was her car. And she was stranded. The battery was dead. He works for this roadside assistant program thing, like AAA. And he says, yeah, they called and I went up there and she was right over there by Bucko. This is why they were going into the town. They were still in Nevada coming to California. They hadn't even made it there yet. The guy caught him and said, hey, look, I got some information that can help you. I seen her up there at Bucko. Her car was dead. I was the tow guy. And, we found out that her car wasn't dead. Let me see here. We got notes. They had, her phone was off. So she had to use the other guy's phone. And, because she even mentioned her phone was dead. He had an answer for everything, you guys. I'm just saying, he had an answer for everything. I don't know if you guys heard this, but if you did, just follow along with me. Okay. So his name is Nick. And he said that the battery call came in. He don't know where to call, what the phone number, because it goes through the dispatch and he gets it. And he went up there to Bucko and he found her. Okay. Now, keep things in mind. Then they found out that she had her car in neutral. That's why her car wouldn't work. It had nothing to do with her battery. Her car was in neutral. So that's why her car wouldn't work. So he says, this is what he said. So when we found out that the car was in neutral, that's why the car didn't start. So she didn't need a jump. Okay. He also said there was a young man with her. Okay. He said there's a young man that was with her. And he's slim built. He was a little bit shorter than him. He was 6'3". So the guy was a little bit smaller than him. He had brown hair. He had a hat on. He said Kylie had on a sweatshirt, a hoodie or whatever. It was a light gray hoodie. Let me see what else he says. He says that the male that was with her had freckles or had acne on the side of his face. And he said it could have been acne. He had on a white bro tank top, the wife beaters, whatever you guys want to call them, bro tanks or whatever. And he said, there's around about 11 a.m. in the morning. Which day was it? He said, it had to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, we know it couldn't have been Friday because guess what? Friday was the party. So it had to been Saturday or Sunday, right? But remember, the family been looking for her. So now we come to the call he says when he called back the number, it went to voicemail. But she said her phone was dead. Something about everything he's saying is not adding up, because if you call from the guy's phone, it shouldn't have went to voicemail. You know what I'm saying? If her phone is dead and she used the guy's phone, it should have went through. But nevertheless, he says he got cameras on his tow truck and they can even pick up audio. So what can happen is they can even tap in and see whose face. But he says there was a guy there. Now, they done put 10,000 man hours into this Poser Lake, or searching for her, with 18 different agencies. Hold on just a minute, woke the God. Just hold on. To find this young lady. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. Thank you for this super chat. And it's weird how nobody found her. I want everybody to listen. We cannot show the video because that would be taking somebody else's video, but you can listen to the audio, you guys. So if the ones that hadn't heard what he said, we recorded it and we're going to listen to it. And then I need Woke the God to call in right after this. Here we go. Let me see which one it is.
California. And Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us. Possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at the Emergency Roadside Assistance Program. I got a call up in Truckee at Boca for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, down the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on. But
let me stop right there. You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
So over near Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake.
It's right by Prosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that, everything was working great on the vehicle. At that point in time, I did notice that, she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly? And, okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to, her actual belt. After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral. She was wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray. Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a black San Francisco flat top ball cap facing forwards. Brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. It was kind of like they were both kind of at unease, is what it looked like for me. As if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day, or there's something going on I couldn't know. And at the time, I didn't realize what was going on. But other than that, he was, a thinner built guy is the best way I can put it. With a bro tank, and it was white bro tank. He had some freckles on his face, or maybe his acne or whatnot, but it was on both sides of his face. He was also a little bit shorter than me, so I'm 6'3".
In hindsight, you're realizing all of this. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared. But it was around noonish, 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her. During that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and that would be a very vehicle. I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system-wise. At that point in time, then I left, and then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone.
You saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah, but then everything spiraled out of control, and I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could, and and then I saw you guys.
Now we know we probably have a tie to Boca, which was already on my radar. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company?
So I can't get details. Calls don't go through me; they go through
dispatch. So you don't have. So when you were digitally dispatched, did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call them. Nothing went through. I straight to voicemail. Yeah.
Do you know if she had a phone on her at the time?
She did say that her phone was dead. Her phone, so she used whatever guy, whoever this was, she used his phone. So that's how she did get in contact.
And what was you mentioned? She was asking funny questions and acting weird.
Granted, I at the time I didn't realize again.
Yeah. I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal.
Yeah.
So I can see why at the time it's just a normal home.
She kept on going over that, how do you secure your seatbelt that firmly and do it correctly, and that's when she was asking this. Was the guy that she was with right there too, or on the opposite side of the car? So you could hear the conversation as well. Every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go into the other side, and it was just a back and forth, a tag team. But it'd say one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa. Or if we're at the front of the car going about the battery
hostage scenario. If he was there with her, he should have been right next to her. If not, dealing with you the entire time, and not her. She seemed.
Wow. Okay, you guys. They're going off into other stuff, but that is the bulk of what was said. Woke to God, you could call in. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, SB.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm going pretty good. So that was a very interesting video that you, audio that you shared.
Right.
But there was something about that tow truck driver that just didn't sit right with me, right?
Okay.
And so I started going through the comments of the video and just looking in there. And first off, I came to two conclusions. Either one, Kylie was trying to signal him for help by asking the questions such as, is this how my seatbelt goes? And not knowing that the car was in neutral, and that's why it wouldn't start. Either that was a cry for help, and he just didn't catch it, or that wasn't Kylie that he was talking to, and they didn't realize that the car was in neutral because it was somebody that wasn't used to driving. But then as I started going through the comments, people that lived in Truckee were saying that the mother started searching for Kylie at 9 a.m. on Saturday morning. So now this guy said it could be right before, or right after. Well, it wouldn't have been right before because obviously she went to the party, so it would have had to have been right after.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he thought it was about 11 a.m. or noon. But the mother started meeting with friends up there at the lake at 9 a.m. So there's no way if people were looking for her at 9 a.m. that they would have had to drive by. He said that she was up there by
Boko.
Boko, yeah, she was up there by Boko Lake when he got to her. And in order to get to where the party was, you have to go through Boko Lake area. So there's no way that he could have spotted her at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock and people were out there looking for her at that time and they didn't see her. That just it's not lining up.
Right.
His
right.
testimony doesn't seem to line up.
And you know what? It's weird because when he was talking, he was like, he said that there was a guy there, but he didn't include the guy when they figured out the car was in neutral. He figured out the car was in neutral when him and her, because he says, when we figured out the car was in neutral, Kylie and I thought, okay, why is Kylie doing all this when she don't even know what a seatbelt is and how to hook it up? And you ain't even include the dude, you include you and her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
As a tow truck driver, I would think that would be one of the first steps you would go through is to make sure the car is in park, keys are in the ignition.
Exactly. That's one of the first things that they look at. They don't just go, okay, start your car. They'd be like, first thing they say is make sure your car's in park because nobody want to get ran over or hit.
Right.
And then he said something else at the end. I didn't play it, but he said when it was time for him to go, he left before, but he said he made sure he told her, have a good evening or whatever. And he said, make sure you keep your car running because, to charge up the battery, but wasn't nothing wrong with the battery. So why would he tell her to keep her car running so the battery can be charged.
Right. If there was never an issue with the battery to begin with.
And
there's something very suspect about it.
And then there was, here's the thing. They were in Nevada. This search team was in Nevada, and he came up to them and said, hey, you guys, I'm a fan of y'all's. I got some information for you. And he was telling them he was over there in Bucko. And he probably was trying to get them to stay over there by Bucko Lake instead of going on. Because the minute they said Poser, he kind of stuttered a little bit. He was like, yeah, that's on the other side. And, he kind of stuttered a little bit. It is getting very suspicious. Maybe this is why they put the abduction. They said possibly abduction on KIELY when it came out. But why they wouldn't have they didn't tell nobody about this tow truck guy. Then in another clip, they were saying that maybe it was this clip that KIELY was the one that was in a fight at the party too.
Now I didn't hear that, and I'm not sure if I heard that in this clip or another clip. It
was in another clip, and then they
notification, and that was the reason that the party broke up.
Right. And they said,
I question, remember, well, it just recently came out that allegedly her car was in neutral when they found it. But I'm wondering, did somebody get the story mixed up? Is the story that's being retold? Is it really that the car was in neutral when it wouldn't start? There's a lot of things about this case that are really, really strange.
Right.
And you find out a lot of stuff when you go through the comments.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other things that I read in the comments was from another family that lives there in Truckee. And they were saying that the majority of the parents of the kids that were at the party were telling their children not to get involved. That's weird to me. Because that could have been any of their children.
Right.
So why would you not want your children to go tell the police everything you know? Why would you tell them don't get involved?
Right.
And the lady was very angry about it because, for the reasons that I just stated, that could have been her child, it could have been any of their children. But why would you recommend to your children not to get involved when the police are asking anybody with information to come forward?
Right. Right.
It didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't
make a lot of sense.
Right. None of us.
I didn't have a lot of information, but that just stood out to me, and I wanted to share it with you and the family.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you.
No problem. I'm going to go back down here in the chat.
All righty.
Thank you for allowing me to share that.
Mm-hmm. Did everybody hear what Woke the guy was saying? She said, if you guys didn't hear what she said that there was a lady in the comment section. This video went out around about 10 o'clock this morning. Okay. This video went out about 10 o'clock this morning. And this lady was in the live. Well, it wasn't a live. It was a video that they put out. But a lady was in the chat, in the comment section. And this is what Woke the God was saying, that she said that they were out there looking for Kylie that morning, all over there in Posier Lake and Bucko Lake and everything. They would have seen the tow truck driver, or they would have seen Kylie's car. They went out there at, like, I think she said 9 o'clock. This man says that he was there, for a battery won't start car at 11 a.m. in the morning. The problem I had with that was, okay, a park do not have an address. So you say that they at the park. Where at the park? I mean, where? What road? How does she even know what road she on? If she don't know how to hook up a seatbelt, how does she know how did he find her and she don't even know how to hook up a seatbelt? So this gets me to wondering, like Woke the Guy said. She said it's 9 a.m. in the morning. They were out there at that park looking for Kylie. How in the world they do not have mile markers down there at the park? How did he find her car? And the family was there 2 hours looking for her. The car ain't starting because you got the car in neutral. That don't even make sense to me. Well, how did you get there? The car wasn't in neutral when you got there, and she didn't know how she done spent the whole night there. This man had an answer for everything, you guys. He had an answer for everything. I want to thank Janice, Chandelier, Joanne. Thank you guys for the super chat. Cole over here in Kosha, thank you for the super chat. And Kokomashi, thank you for the cocoa. And Unbreakable Rain and Adrian and Andrea Maxwell, thank you for the super chat, or thank you for the over there. And Woke the God, thank you over here. And Precaution too. The tow truck driver, Nick, identified the male. He did not identify the girl. He didn't identify the girl, I am Cody. What he did say is he was in a coffee shop or somewhere, and he seen the flyer, and he notified the police department. That's when they came up and said possibly an abduction. I think that's when they came out with that. No, he didn't identify the girl, but he knew if a dispatcher called in the car, they knew her tag number. Why they didn't never check to see if, like if you go outside, okay, if you drive to work in your car, and the first thing that happens, you come outside your job and your car's not there. You say, somebody stole my car. I'm going to tell you what happens. You call 911 and you say, hey, this is SP. I just walked out of my job because this happened. I just walked out of my job and my car's not there. Somebody stole my car. They said, well, hold on, ma'am. Could it be repossessed? No. Well, here's what we need you to do. Give us the information. Check to make sure, because you still owe on the car. Check to make sure if it's not repossessed or whatever, right? Right. Okay. So if a person comes up missing and her car comes up missing and we're looking for the car, why would not none of these places, tow companies, I just don't believe this. I don't know. I just don't believe this guy that because her license plate, they put in everybody's license plate. It's just a matter of a click of a button to find out if that car's been towed or repossessed or something. That's part of investigating and searching for someone. Make sure make sure she did have a car. Make sure the car was in her name or in her possession. When was the last time somebody seen? Why would you not check with the tow company to see if they done picked up a car? Why would you not? Okay, they didn't pick up a car, but you guys, it must have some truth that the guy was there because Maybe I don't know. I don't want to even speculate. Was she at the party and he was supposed to tow her and then he didn't tow her? He was thinking about trying to tow her, but he took her somewhere else and did whatever he wanted to do. Did something, I don't trust people. When it comes down to people, I don't trust people. Anybody want to come up on the platform, you can come on up. Let me see. Invite. Like I said, it's more pieces to this puzzle. It's going to get really bad. It is. It's going to get really bad. And, it's different when a person commit, whatever, or natural death or whatever. It's different when now you looking at foul play. It's real different. Well, the tow driver company will have video to follow. Yeah, they will have the video. But what I'm saying, even though that they may have video, how did this guy even find her in the park? Like, if I go to a park, you guys, let me tell you, they don't even really send a car out if you can't give them something of the nature of, I'm sorry, you guys, this thing wasn't rolling up. Purple D, thank you. Andrea, thank you. Amari, thank you. It wasn't strolling up. I don't know why it wasn't. That is so true. That happened to me when I broke up with my ex. The car was in both of our names, but hers was first on the title. Although I was giving her the car note, she was not paying. Then invited me to lunch and then left abruptly. Yeah. So who's searching? You guys, they said they got 10,000 man hours searching for this young lady. So could it be, since this guy is a tow truck driver, could it be he had the car and then sometime later on, after they done looked, went and put the car in there? But they said it had some stuff on it, like it's been down there for a long time or whatever. But it shouldn't have been down there for a long time. Had my car repoed. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was driving somebody else's car and the car got repoed. Like, I couldn't really even make a claim because it wasn't in my name. But then I was like, well, maybe they didn't make the car payment, and they didn't. But that's one of the things that they go do. You guys understand what I'm saying? It's like, you're looking for this car. Why would you not look to see if any tow companies have picked up this vehicle? Not only the water already searched and the car was not there? I don't know, you guys. What do you guys think? Was the car never there? Wasn't there before when they were doing all that searching? And then after he thought it was all clear, because this guy came out and said, hey, yeah, she was over there at Bucko, over there by Bucko Lake. And they was like, but Poser Lake. And he was like, yeah. Poser Lake on the other side. He was like, yeah, Bucko. Okay, we're going to Bucko. And he was like, oh, okay. They went to Bucko. That's why I was telling you guys. The first day they was over there at Bucko Lake. Then the second day they went over there to Poser Lake. It wasn't like they just get in town and they went to Poser Lake and they said, oh, 20 minutes, we found her. No. It was just after they went that one day over here and searched all over there. Then they said, you know what? Let's go back, because the guy was telling them I'm always over there at Bucko. Okay, so she made it from Poser Lake to Bucko Lake with this guy, but then her car is back in Poser Lake. It was seen plain as day in the drone footage. Really? So after they had already checked, you thinking that they put this car in there? Because some young lady, I don't remember who it was. They was like, they hid this car. And I was like, hid the car? Yeah, they hid the car and waited till they got done searching. And then somebody put the car in there. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, now hold on. That sounds kind of weird. But see, I don't think like that. But some people say no. It's impossible. I question whether that was even Kylie. Well, the ME did identify. Oh, you talking about question? Oh, thank you, Woke, for the party. The party. You wonder if that was Kylie that was driving the car? Is that what you're saying? That was in the car. Oh, okay. Wow. So you're thinking that wasn't even Kylie that was in the car. Okay. Okay. Hold on, you guys. I've got to make everybody. I got PS, Chandelier, Janice a ticket, and Joanne a ticket. I think Joanne is working on another ticket. So this is PS tickets right here. PS, your ticket is 938478. Chandelier, your ticket is 938478. Joanne, your ticket is 938477. And Janice, your ticket is 938477. Okay, hold on, you guys. Hold on. Okay. So Woke the God says, because it is almost like this person didn't know how to drive this car. Okay, that is a good assessment right there. Anybody got anything that they want me to read on this case? Salem is saying that that's interesting to know. Oh, she's talking to Soldier Girl. Okay. Let me go up and see if I missed anything. SP, Mom wanted you to know she had a relapse. This is her daughter, Cassie. We had talked once before. She's doing okay, but recovering still. Okay, Connie, give me a call after the live. Why don't you? Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for the film countdown.
This is Gail.
Hey, Gail, what's going on?
I'm in the hospital again.
You're in the hospital again?
Yeah, again.
Oh, wow.
And believe me, are you on live?
Yes, I am. Connie was just telling me that.
Yeah, there's something I was going to tell you, but I didn't want the community to know, just you alone. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. Okay, you want me to put you on mute real quick?
Yeah.
It's got to be really, really quick, though. Okay. Sorry about that, you guys. Woke the God says, sending up prayers, touching and agreeing with unbreakable rain. We've got a new member. Let me see. We got a new member, you guys. Candy Richardson. Candy Richardson. I'm just trying to get everything in here. Had a baby boy. You guys know Sister Candy Richardson? Baby boy. She was like, I'm getting ready to go to the hospital. She had the baby yesterday. He's 7 pounds and 21 inches. You pronounce his name a million. His name is a million. Ooh-wee. She got all them boys. Pretty baby too. Oh, beautiful picture. I don't know if I should show y'all the picture. I guess she wants me to show y'all the picture. She sent the picture. She says, tell the family. Meet the newest member of Warriors for Children. A million. Y'all want to see the baby? Everybody want to see the baby? All right. Beautiful baby boy. She got all them boys. She loving it too. Okay, you guys. Woo, she got it. Did you get it? She sent it on. Oh, let me see. I did. Let's do a super chat dance for Tina Powers is in the building. She just sent a super chat, you guys. Let's go. Okay. Tina Powers got a lot of tickets here. Tina Powers, we're going to put you TP. 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Okay. Tina Powers, are you in the building? I'm going to put TP on all of these tickets. I don't know. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like this. This is your first 4 right here. That's your first 4. So she got a new name now. She's TP because, ooh, that's a lot of writing. Ooh, TP. Done hit the jackpot. And I believe if she wants, if they for her. If she wants to donate them, she'll let me know. If she wants to donate them to anybody or anyone or whatever. And then that's your other part right there. And then 83, 84, 85, 86. Tina Powers, that's for you. Tina Powers. Hey, Cole, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Cole. Thanks. Cole became a core fan. All right, Cole, there you go. Is Tina in the building? I need to know what she's gonna do. Thank you, Cole, for the musical notes and the woo and the thank you. She became a core fan. Those woods are thick, and if you know the area, someone would know how to hide the vehicle. My turn is coming next month. Lots of tickets. Oh. She came in here and then she bailed out. New comments are piling up, it says. I'm trying to get to them. Come on. I don't see her. Do I get a ticket for last week, SP? Yes, Soldier Girl. I believe that you do. I don't. I have to get with Freddie and see, but I think you do. If I didn't give it to you, Freddie will let me know. Just come in here Monday. Freddie will let me know. Okay. Did you want me to do something with the tickets, Tina? Soldier Girl, I believe that you do. Because we always start in August. And so we go back. Hey, Miss Tina, what's going on?
Hey, I want to keep, I like I told you this morning, I want you to have some for the Warrior for Children, and then give me some tickets.
Okay.
Okay, just put it in our little account. Whatever you need it for, whatever, just put, I just need some tickets, but just put the rest towards children, Warriors for Children.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All righty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Woo, congratulations. She said she just wants some tickets. She said she just wants some tickets and the rest go to Warriors for Children. All right. That's what she said she gonna do. She said that's what we gonna do. Soldier Girl says, I understand it was a sad day you told us about your dog. So sad. Okay. So Freddie will let me know. Anybody got anything that they want to say on this case? We got 6 more minutes, you guys. We got 6 more minutes. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not believe that this case was going to start coming out like this. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't think at all that it was going to get all twisted and other stuff and hiding cars and tow guy but he something's wrong with his whole accountability of, because he come out, they at Best Buy, and he stopped him and say, hey, I was the tow guy and I seen her and I did not see that. I'm telling you. And somebody had told me, said, what if the guy or the kids that did something to Kylie, they said this to me. And I said, I don't know. They said, because it's a small town, that could be the sheriff's son. That's probably why they didn't look for her. Or they told people to not look over here or not look over there or stop talking about it. Because when you're a small town, just like we've been seeing down there in Texas with the one kid, let me find his thing right here. Tyrese Gibson. Everybody knows everybody, and everybody's connected in some kind of shape, form, or fashion, and you can never get the truth. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. You have to go over there. If I don't normally do this, you guys. I really don't. I don't normally do this. So when I refer you guys to go see and listen for yourself what I heard or what I said, when I tell you, especially if it's a YouTuber, I normally don't do that. But you guys, this is serious. You can only get so much out of a third person party telling you about it. You have to go take a look for yourself. Their channel is, and I don't do this, I really don't. So you guys know that I'm telling you, if you want to hear it and see it for yourself, go over there to Adventures with Purpose. They released it this morning, so it'll have today's date on it, and it's about Kylie. Look at the whole footage of how that all went down, because they released it this morning. And you know, one thing that I normally like to do is when they say something, the first thing they said is, now I'm just telling you what they said. I'm still, I don't know. You know, I just don't. I'm still like, I just don't know. It's starting to look suspicious to me. At first, there's no evidence, so I'm just nowhere. Now it's starting to look suspicious because this guy coming out going, hey, I know something. But you have to go look at it. You have to go look at it. Quit thinking about views and clicks and who's getting what. You have to go and take a look at how they did this video. Okay? I normally don't. Everybody in here know I normally won't even say your name. Because I don't want to get in no argument. And if I have to get in an argument with this about this, it's worth it. Marsha said, I need to know if there was water in her lungs. Well, you know what? They only identified her on the autopsy, but the full autopsy will not come back in until, they said, in like 2 to 8 weeks, you know? And Marsha, you know, we all will know if there's no water in her lungs, then she didn't drown. They killed her before she got in the water, you know? But Marsha's like, she's the doctor. She said, I need to know if there was water in the lungs. Nobody's came out with that. I just don't know. I just don't want to jump on something and hurt the family by spreading something about someone's loved one and getting them all bothered. You guys understand? But please just take a look at it, because like I said, you know, I'm treading this very lightly for that reason. You know what I'm saying? This is not a game for them, you know. I knew there was something going on when they did the press conference. They would not let the family speak, answer any questions, and they just rushed them out. But, you know, it's different when it's your family member that you're talking about, and it's different when it's somebody else's family member. So I'm just trying to be very respectful. I always have to be respectful. I just can't come out and say, yeah, sometimes, thank you, Unbreakable Rain, that, that's how that can go down, and you can get in a lot of trouble doing that. So with this new information coming out, we're only speaking on the information. And until, here's the thing, they found her, and that's a good thing that this family, thank you, Unbreakable Rain. Thank you. Thank you for the surfing and the amazings and the fabulous. either way, this young lady did not deserve what happened to her. She did not. She did not deserve it. And prayers go out to her and her family, you know. I mean, I know now people are going to be thinking, okay, if the guy was telling the truth, the truck driver, if the guy was telling the truth, if the guy was telling the truth, well, see, here's something else. If the guy was telling the truth, then they probably going to be looking at her boyfriend or whatever, or whoever. But I don't know. He just looks suspicious, and I don't normally say that. I mean, it's just looking different now, you guys. There's no updates. They on the Tyrese case. They planted a tree in Tyrese's name, you guys, and they postponed the trial date, and they got up some billboard now. It's beautiful. It's real big on Tyrese Gibson in that area, but they have not went to court yet that I know of. I only get bits and pieces that I know of. None of these young people deserve to die. No, they don't. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, thank you, Unbreakable Rain, for the shiny stars, the cool and the high and the hearts. We're going to have to get smarter. I'm just telling you guys, we just can't sit back and just talk about it, you know. Thank you, Cole. Thank you for the dance moves, all of that. You guys understand what I'm saying? Anybody got anything they want to share before we get out of here? Thank you, Unbreakable Rain. And Tina Powers, thank you. I want to say thanks to Tina Powers. I want to say thanks to PS and Janice, Joanne, and Chandelier. Thank you guys for the super chat. You guys, we'll be back on Monday. Come on in here. Please go check out that video. Quit where that man got 2-point-something million subscribers. He's not worried about 20, 30 people coming over there to go take a look at his video. I mean, hey, you know, you will be amazed when you look at, you know, you might have, you know, something to speak on. But the reason why we come on here and talk about it so that we can see these things when they, you know, ravel and then when something like this come up again, we won't be so naive and maybe, you know, people telling us stuff. Because it would be really easy if he has a tow truck putting her car on top of his tow truck and then taking it somewhere and then coming back and then sliding it down. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys. Be good, be safe, be nice to each other. Bye.